What's up?
Shh.
Wait, who are we shushing? Is someone sleeping?
I don't think so.
No, we're talking about Dell, so don't. He's in Discord now, so don't talk about him.
Oh.
That's not very nice.
Alright, there, it's streaming. I don't think I have this stuff in Discord, though.
Yeah, I just got my stream running. Ah.
Huawei.
Y'all need to get your button raid so someone can drop a guild bank.
Do you really want me to drop a guild bank?
Yeah.
No, long boy! Don't run from me.
Yeah, I think Chucky wants me to drop the guild bank.
Don't have him drop the guild bank.
Oh god. Are
You just pulled me
Where
off
are
the
you
thing,
all
didn't
at?
you?
Wait, are you guys in the instance right now? Because I am.
I am too. I think
I
it's...
went back out. I'm at the stone trying to get Soul Tula in here so that way we can start summoning inside.
It's me and Keeley are in here. Where are you guys at?
I just summoned Soul Tula, so we're running back in.
Horrible.
Is anyone else in the dungeon?
We're at Sire.
I'm so far in the dungeon that I went past the green portal and I'm out of the gate. Didn't phase in, though.
Let's go, Keeley. We gotta go go.
You know heroing, but I know rebel games.
Wait, here you guys are at.
And I just...
Where's everybody else? See, so we're all in the wrong instance, Cheeky.
No, we're in Dell's saved instance.
Yeah,
I
but
have to leave.
Like the Larry's not in here.
you all are in a different. Some of me, and into a different phase than I am.
Yeah, I think you walked in before I passed you lead,
I
Dell.
did.
You monkey.
I mean, we're sitting in front of Saya right now, so why are we running out?
Oh, just summon me
No,
in.
Some people are in a different instance.
It's just me that's in here.
Alright, whoever has Sotula wins. We'll just summon everyone else.
Yeah, he's not with me, so you all win.
Yuki, you're...
He's not with us.
Yeah, he's with us. I just saw him zone into ours.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Oh, my transmog is complete.
What?
What the hell?
Who
One
did
pull
that?
down.
Keelan.
Got him to 99%, guys.
Dead.
At least this guy is nerfed now. Woo!
Is he?
9%.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Ah, fucking lot. I'm pretty sure we can get the AOTC this week.
So I just hearth out and fly back.
Nerf his health and damage and something.
Yeah, I just titled the stream Heroic Tire Wipes.
Alright, so do we need to summon Delaric
Yep.
Me.
and Kata?
Kato's right outside the portal.
Sotula, can you start the portal? Alright, pick.
Thank you.
Hello.
No.
Trailer has been unloaded. How late am I? Like 10 minutes.
You're already down, so
15.
we're done.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah, everybody.
Was almost an hour late.
yeah, I'm sure I was.
Juki, care drop.
No, literally it was going to be 1 hour late. We all need to change these gauntlets. Arculus,
Huh?
are you inside the raid?
I don't think so.
Anyone got the transmog mount? I would buy it, but I'm poor now. I just bought a token.
When I get there, I can mount up.
I just pulled 3 of those
3 of what?
tokens.
Oh,
You rich people.
I mean, it's better than spending $300 on, I don't know, like Star Trek Fleet Command.
I don't really know what's that.
It's a very, very... Don't get it. Just don't get it.
Nerd.
Wish I could change. Thank you guys. I'm ready to kill this guy.
Huh.
Jesus, why is the frick open?
9% health. So demoted me to what?
For being late.
Oh. So I'm not even a member anymore?
Nope.
I'm usually not.
Wasn't there like this counting system, like 4 strikes or something like that?
I'd understand.
Being called a member.
I mean, I think half the rates, but I'm good to believe now.
I don't even know what being on the heroic team gets me outside of...
It gets you your 1,000 gold repairs, actually.
Oh, okay.
Like they have.
Well, that's
the
not a
open
big deal
first
for
now?
me, so...
Eggs.
Well, besides the
So
fact
I got a question. How am I late if we're in queue?
Why are we in queue?
Because I like seeing. It makes
Yeah,
sense
this
to see
was
the number
better
of
done with
tanks and healers
50
and
people.
DPS. Because counting's too hard.
Isn't this boss like better for
Yeah,
small
Pierce.
groups?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it is.
smart.
But again, I mean, like we're summoning. We're like, how am I late when we're in queue? I don't get that.
Demoted Arugulus because Arugulus was late.
Yeah.
You're not late.
I was demoted too, so.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Does Rose get demoted?
Who else was late this time? I was changing diapers, so I was late, I guess.
This is good pizza. Too bad it's kind of cold. Been sitting in my car for a long time.
What?
Pizza, cold. Or lukewarm, I guess.
Luke Skywalker? Warm or what?
Yes, Luke Skywalker getting slammed inside of a thing. Yeah.
Sorry, getting
Luke's, is it
slammed.
like warm or like Luke Skywalker inside of a tauntaun warm?
Warm one.
Why do I waste so much money in transmogs? Any boots with more oomph.
Oh, he was watching me at the bank. No, Shlu, don't.
I hope you're streaming with pride.
Oh, I mean, you saw what I named it.
Oh god. Nice.
Well, the resolution is dropping from time to time. Not sure why.
What's your upload?
10 megabit per second.
Dude,
Well,
shit, that's
I
terrible.
don't think you could be having problems then.
Right, I shouldn't. And I even have my frame rate capped out at 60 just to make sure that it's not too much on the CPU. Variants? What? I don't know. How do I change that shit? Actually, how do I change it so that way you're like purple or something?
The fans?
Yeah.
I don't think that's like in your case. Unless they're all Corsair fans.
Oh. Yeah, no, those are actually those fans. Those are actually RGB fans.
I have a button built into my case that I press.
I do too. That's not on. That's not live. That's just a picture. And it's sideways
I was
too.
hoping it was a picture because I was like, man,
Yeah.
this is.
Cringe.
Yeah, those fans aren't even moving. I just noticed.
Yeah. Sideways though. It's not supposed to be sideways.
Yeah.
Alright, I got the group split up to groups. Anybody has
Del, you sound like you're underwater.
Shit.
Maybe he's in a tree.
Wouldn't surprise me.
He needs to climb to get some better reception.
Could be like some boots that make you leave like fire steps on the floor. Ooh, great.
Okay. Is that better?
Yes.
Yes, I
Kind of.
Yeah, now you just sound like you're in a submarine.
Oh shit.
Yeah, a lot of
Like
stuff.
a narco sub, a small one.
I don't know, you'll have to deal with it. I said I have the group split up into two. Is there any objections?
I don't even know what's my group.
Group 1 and 2 is one group. Group 3 and 4 is the second group.
And I know my group.
I don't know what's going on, so I have no objections.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's pull.
We
So, guys, let's hold on.
I'm joking.
So let's focus really hard on getting out of P1 with everyone alive. Get our first new mechanic. There's two main things, right? The tanks are going to be tanking on the outsides. I think we can post exactly where we want to tank, right? Like one right there. One way back there. And the other one's like right here. I think that's how it goes. The main thing is there's Night Hunters. 6 players get targeted with Night Hunter. And I believe you back up and you want the raid needs to line up in those lines. Just even out yourselves, make sure you're all in the lines. Only 2 come out at a time? Okay, that's easy. Boy, I thought...
Yeah, it's 2. Didn't you look at the video I gave you?
Oh, yeah, okay. 2s, okay. So we just have to... Everyone has to soak that line. And the main thing is of course, just make sure to get your stack. You're going to have 1 extra stack this time. But you should still only need to clear 3 times. If you miss a clear, which is when he does the AoE at you and it forms a little ghost image, you need to get to the other group and take a soak. Everyone, you need to. You can't have more than 2 stacks when we get to 70%.
I'm starting first. You want me to starting first?
The tank's okay with those positions. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Starting here near the door for the first one, or over there.
Start off on the right with the squares.
Taking first, then.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go place a Warlock Gate. If you're gonna solo soak Night Hunter, the way we usually did it in the other groups I was in, unfortunately I only got 6%, would have been kill if it was changed before, but if you're gonna solo soak Night Hunter, like if you're a mage or a hunter, they would run away from people and like run away from the boss. And then if you had Night Hunter and you needed people from the raid to soak your line, they would run the line through boss so that people knew to soak it. But the people who are soaking in the line do not stand wherever there's like a crossing of 2 red lines. Do not stand where it intersects or you will be one-shotted. So never stand on that cross point. And remember, just run away from boss if you're going to solo soak.
Stand in the circle of the people with the mark. It will be insta-kill.
So we would get down to 2 stacks per person. Everybody getting down to 2 stacks was the goal. You don't want 3, and aiming for 1 is like too much stress on the raid. So that's why we would aim for 2. Anything else you want to add, Lorraine?
What Sayat's saying.
Yeah, so regarding the tanking, how groups do it nowadays is that for phase 1, one tank takes both hits. That tank groups takes both hits. On the second one, the other tank takes the 2 hits. I don't know if the tanks are willing to do that or not, if that makes sense to you guys. You just essentially hold them for the whole wing.
Yeah, I'll have them facing the wall the entire time, so that way all the ads get grouped up, and then... Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Okay.
So show black that part. Tank them against the wall like that. That makes that means so everyone injectors group, which is group 1, needs to be against the wall. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll see how this goes. And then which spot are you gonna go tank them on first? Square or
Yeah, square. Squarish area. Not
So
right.
everybody move over
but
square.
actually against this wall, right where I'm at right now.
There's a cauldron out if you haven't gotten a flask yet. It's at the entrance.
Where's the one-shot feast?
Not wasting feast on practicing phase 1 at least.
But he's nerve. We're gonna steamroll over him, right?
I might as well use Ventus runes.
And if you miss one of the tank's cones, you should get into the next group.
That position looks very good with this armor.
Hello, sorry I'm late.
Right, get summon out.
The second group. Black screen.
Cannot hear you, dude.
What the heck? Let me restart Discord.
The hell?
So say, but oh. Any better?
Sort of.
Nah, you still sound like a neck.
Redneck?
A redneck?
Yes.
What's up with me?
Just need to buy oil real quick.
I don't know. There's a difference between your redneck and my redneck. I don't say you'ins or y'allins. I don't do that.
So you guys understand what Shashir says here. That makes good sense. If you got the thing, but you can soak it yourself, just run to the Night Hunter. Don't run it through the group.
Yeah. And then what Laura was saying, put the beam through the boss to show us that you need it to be soaked by everybody.
By the way, does Remoria and he share health?
Yeah.
So Argilas needs to condemn or execute the sword.
You're so funny. That's why he's leveling a paladin so you guys can get off his case, man.
I mean,
Another
you could permanently condemn the sword and make this easier for us, but you're Kirin.
If we do make it to phase 2, then range, let's kill the ad on the left. And also, if you get Night Hunter, with the red arrow or whatever on you, go to the left because we will be killing that ad first to freeze up that space for Night Hunter. And then if we should make it to third phase somehow, if you get the orbs on you, you want to go to the middle of the room, drop at the opposite side of the boss. The whole raid has to absorb the damage from the orbs. And that's basically the whole changes of the fight. So let's focus on this Night Hunter. It's probably going to take a few wipes to get used to it. And if you get it, even though you're having people soak your line, good to use a defensive because it'll hurt.
Are we ready? Who are we waiting on?
Veils.
Summon him?
Yeah, we are right now.
Traveling at the speed of light, and I'll be there soon.
Where's the monk?
So you finally changed your profile picture away from Shadow the Hedgehog.
I mean, I'll get the monk if you guys want the monk. Doesn't matter to me.
Cyrops.
I don't know what's up with Cogs and Pavs both the net. Alright. So we're just gonna pull in for nothing.
Out of range.
You will answer for your
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Group 1 needs to be standing against the wall right now behind Jector.
I can't see shit in this wall.
Oh shit.
Group 1 should be always standing against the wall on Jector, that way they don't get knocked back. So, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, nobody's soaking.
Yeah. Cross
That was billowing.
through the boss.
What are we doing different then? I'm sorry. I guess I'm
Done?
Get to the wall.
2 against the wall.
cannot be challenged. Pain cleanses the soul. Your healers have mastered depths you cannot pay. Pain cleanses the soul.
He needs to be a little bit further out from the wall. So
That's where he threw me. He threw me up in there, and that's where I landed. So I need to start further away from the wall.
Yeah.
Because he did throw me back a couple feet. As soon as I landed, he was casting. I couldn't be moving.
It's okay. We're just gonna reset here. We got 82% with half the regen. So this stuff, you back up.
Confess your sins, lest they curse. Your healers have mastered depths you cannot pay. Confess your
mean, we're good on
Yeah,
damage
no,
at least.
If we know it's crossing from one side to the other, then we know we have to absorb it, I guess.
Your healers
If it's back behind, if you can absorb it by yourself, then just stack on the Night Hunter so it doesn't go through anybody. It has no chance. That's what Laura was saying earlier. So we stack in the line, not the circles, then? Right, you stack in the line. Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure I was doing it right. Yeah, and originally we said across the beam directly through the boss, but depending on the position of the boss and how far back you're able to go, you might not be able to do that. So I guess as long as it crosses from left to right side, like if the hunter's on the left side, then go to the right side behind the boss, so on and so forth. Make sense?
Okay.
Let's don't pull early this time.
I need the pineapple game because I didn't really understand that.
Yeah, I was the first one to die to it, so I was like, wait a minute. Oh, now I know what they're talking about.
Yeah, you run it through the boss.
Yeah, cross the
Even
beams
if you
if
have
you
to
need to.
cross it, if you need it soaked. If you don't need it soaked, then you run your beam away from the raid.
Oh, just stack on the hunter.
I was just gonna stack on Dell.
I mean, there's that too.
And you don't get much time, so it's like you have to think real fast.
What's against the wall, so I don't know.
So trying to cross the beams is what it sounds like.
It's okay to cross them, but don't be standing where they intersect, because that'll kill you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then we have things split up by groups.
Beams. Stack. Ravage.
Don't take off early.
So group 2 is gonna be against the wall now. Yeah, I agree with Share there. We probably should try not to cross them. At least for practice sake.
I mean, go all the way to the wall, just don't.
Just remember, if Night
Go
Hunter
right
is not
up
on
the
you
boss.
and you see a red beam, we need to stand in it to keep those people alive. Stand in the red beam. Otherwise, they just get hit full force and they die.
Yeah, we can wipe this already.
Even though that.
There's one thing we do is that after the second set of ads, the tanks move to X in order to move easily from the shit in the floor.
Is it hurting anybody?
I haven't seen anybody die at a Ravage yet.
Is it
I mean,
to give,
we
to give
can,
room
but
for-
it's gonna make it harder on melee to move, and I don't know what's gonna do for the lions.
would that be easier for the whatever that Nightshade mechanic? Because when I ran through the boss, I was on the wall and I was afraid that my circle was going to kill a tank or something.
I'll try to keep it further away from the wall just a little bit more, so you have more room behind me.
Okay.
It seems like that that second one it wants to throw. I don't know. It wants to throw it back like way close to the wall. I feel like if I could jump down, I don't know if you're heroic leaping down.
I'm charging down because it puts me far enough away where I could just instantly teleport right to where I was.
That's kind of what I figured. You got some kind of action thing going on. All right, so I just got to deal with it. All right. Because I started off the wall, and I still ended up back against the wall on the second one, so. Just thinking if I could leap down or something and get, where I needed to be.
I mean, you have a moment to readjust it too, or you could even wait until after the cleanse goes out and then move him back out a little bit further and then turn him around.
Yeah, the cleanse is when you need him off the wall, though. So everybody can get it. Like everybody's not wanting to stand like dead on top of me for the second one.
Alright, I'm gonna pull.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pain cleanses the soul. Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess your sins, lest they curse you.
That's pretty instant.
Okay, Night Hunter's coming out now.
Yeah, it's pretty quick right up.
Get in the red line, save your friends.
That damage debuff doesn't last very long.
Back on me.
Confess your sins, lest they curse you.
I'll try to readjust on this one.
Master debt you cannot pay.
I can help you with that readjust if you want. I can make sure he doesn't move and you'll just have to taunt as soon as you're back in position.
It's your call.
If it's easier for you, I can do it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Memoria, rid my castle of these pests.
So each hand has 5 stack. Cat is 2 a Jiggy, 4 stacks. Gotta make sure to clear this time.
The soul.
How do I clear those? You stand in front of the boss.
Get in the red line.
Oh wow.
Really ahead on
Reese,
DPS.
remember that we're going to kill the left side first.
Just walk to the hole. To the hole.
2, 1.
Thanks for listening.
Got a lot of people down.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
So did we have DPS pushing too fast for the other group to get a soak?
Yeah, I had 3.
Okay. So maybe we need to do, you know, like more people in instead on the last one.
If our DPS is too high, we could do what I showed Shlu.
If it's too high, with people with 3 on the last one just need to be in the front and get hit.
Yeah, anybody with 3 when we do that last one needs to be in it. And also, do we have a druid? Like, don't druids have roar or something?
Can't use roar during that
Yeah,
yet.
they can't use
before it
abilities
happens.
classified.
Yeah.
You can use roar on the second time we get ravage.
I used roar on his second move.
Yeah, I thought I'd go out.
That is my bad. I'm sorry.
Whoa!
I know. There you go.
Sorry, I got a ticket from a GM and distracted me.
Oh?
And that you were botting? No. I'd have arugulous money if I was botting.
I think Jector's the one that reported me a long time ago.
So why do you have a ticket then?
One of my other characters was getting a bug where the first Covenant campaign chapter was not showing up as completed. It wasn't letting me play,
so you couldn't
essentially.
progress.
Well, it let me progress, but then it was like I only got up to like chapter 5, and then there was no other campaign things to do or anything. So I got kind of confused, and it was because the first one wasn't completing. So
Is this on your non-Venthyr warrior?
yes,
Base.
yes, the Night Fae based Night Fae warrior.
Kind of last automatically.
It's sick. It's sick in PvP. Trust me.
Dude, Kyrian warrior is so much fun.
Okay, so there's a lock gate right next to this marker. So you guys could take the lock gate the first time. And then the second time we get ravaged, we're going to have someone use roar. And that'll make it easier on us.
So what was cool is that we only had 2 deaths in that first phase that time.
Speaking of death,
But then we had 6 people die to. So just try to focus on getting your stacks taken off. It's important.
So speaking of death, I died to the red
Night
beam.
Hunter. Yep.
Yeah. Am I supposed to stand on the other side of the Nathrius to minimize damage?
Nothing minimizes damage. Just people standing on the beam.
Okay.
So you just gotta. You're trying to run it through as many people as you can, and hopefully people stand on the line also. But you should be on opposite sides. That way, everyone kind of divvies up proper.
It's just that I was on the other side of the Nathrius from the person who had Night Hunter, and I was the first one in the beam, so I didn't know if that affected it or not. Yeah, I took like 28,000 damage. So
it might have been just someone else was on the beam.
Okay.
It might have been, unless that was one of them where like someone was single soaking, and you were just helping them.
They were on the other side of the Nathrius, so I assumed.
So yeah, if someone runs away from the group, you don't want to stand in that one, like too far away.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't just me standing in the wrong spot on the beam, or
because you're Covenant, dude.
Yeah, it's my Covenant. Yeah.
And you don't have a turtle shell.
Shamis can go wolf, priest can pull people as long as they are inside the circle. They will be safe.
2, 1.
Cleanses the soul. Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess your sins, lest they cost you.
Like right now, I got 5, so I'm already in bad shape.
You're the tank, right?
Yeah.
And I'm with you, and I have 5.
You're supposed to have 5.
Yeah, that's
Alright, Lucky.
extra evidence.
There's no hard rule that you can't take a soak. You should take a soak anytime you feel you need to take one. But having 5 right now is fine, Black, because we're going to clear 2 right now.
The line. Get out of the circle.
Alright, Black, I'm going to taunt right after we come down right now. Shit.
Hold on. So what was the circle?
Gotta watch your feet. People were standing in it.
Taunted, he didn't move.
The Night Hunter thing has a circle.
Yeah, when it lands on you, it
So somebody had the circle and Night Hunter, or is the circle the Night Hunter?
Somebody had to have had the circle in towards the boss because that's the only way I could have died from that, and that's what I died from.
We got it, but everybody was not moving out of the circle.
Okay, so I was confused about was how I got my back up against the wall, right? And I'm trying to stand in the line, but then there was this circle.
But people that were trying to stand in the line weren't paying attention to where their feet were in the circle.
You have to
so
look
you have
this
to be on
way.
the line outside of the circle.
You have to do this fight at least phase 1 like a top-down game.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it.
Go ahead and wipe you guys.
4, 3, 2.
Are we running logs, by the way?
Yeah, they're posted. You'll see last night's too, but they're there.
Look at mine. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, since they're not really tanking it at the markers, we could try that.
What's the point of a wall? Reduce the pushback?
That is there is a pushback, and
Yeah,
that
there
is
is
a
a
horrible spot to
pushback
take.
though. Huh? That gets you closer when you're by the wall.
So if that's the case, then DPS should never be standing with the tanks unless they're soaking. Is that it? Because I've been just standing on the tank the whole time.
Yeah, it's just it sucks you get it when you're doing the.
I mean, I'm just stacking behind the tank.
Because essentially, right, we're having the 900 people run to the wall, which is standing next to the tanks. Which, you know, so then that circle is probably what killed me, I assume. Because I was standing next to someone with the 900.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah,
to
because
tank
right after the
between these
cone,
two pillars.
it puts Night Hunter on the people that are standing there.
So DPS, so when it's your group, you gotta look for when he's gonna do it and then just run through the boss to get your soak.
So, does Night Hunter people still run through the boss to get soaked then?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Night Hunter takes it to the wall. When it's our turn, when it's your group's turn to soak to get the ads, right? To get the debuff.
Mm-hmm.
You just run through the boss and soak it, but then you run back to behind the boss. Right?
How many people like do you need to make it non-lethal? 5?
2.
Maybe you can just run it through your group instead of having to make all the way. Maybe I didn't hear something important.
It does 65,000 physical damage to players within 4 yards of the Night Hunter's target. No, that's not it.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that's
Is this
that's
it?
the circle.
That's the circle.
Circle.
Yeah, that's a circle. You
So
shouldn't
this
be
says
on
Night
the circle.
Hunter. Oh, I see. So whoever.
I mean,
So
if you,
we're
you get
stacking
mo-
to save the player that gets the Night Hunter on them.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
you get the circle because you have that Night Hunter. You should run away from your group so people's out of the circle, but they need to soak the line, the little beam. So
yeah,
I don't. Why don't just like I don't know, depending on the position of the ad, just run it through your group instead of having to run all the way across.
So the group I was in had the lines cross exactly through the boss because nobody's supposed to be standing on the boss anyway, so nobody can stack and hit both lines at once. That also shows everybody that you need to get in the line if it's going through the boss, so everybody then gets into the line, whether it's on the left or the right. It makes it easier for people to actually get in, because if you just run it straight back from where he's at to straight to the wall, you're having people step away from the boss at that point.
I don't know. I have to go see where the Night Hunter's spawning, actually.
They spawn behind the boss, to the left and to the right. The video that I've linked you before of the recording of us doing it like 20 times. So that was the best pull out of 20 pulls I did every single time.
They spawn on any player randomly.
No, so it spawns on the target. It spawns the target randomly. But if you've noticed, the Night Hunters have always been to the left and to the right of the boss behind him.
Okay, I see. So they're way. Let me snap.
So if you go straight back, you're having people run away from whatever they're targeting at the time, just to go stand in the lines.
Alright, so I posted an image in Discord from a different stream. That's fine. But you can see how far spread out the ads can be and how those beams look. The problem with crossing it, right, is that it does 1,000 damage and it's going to kill people. 1,000 times damage is what it says.
If it's
so
above,
you can't get hit by 2, right? Does it?
Right. You can't get hit by 2, no. But the whole point is that they cross exactly on the boss,
if you stand on the
then you
part
don't
where
have
it's
to worry about
crossing,
that because
that's when
nobody
you
should
get hit
be
by 2
exactly
and
on
you
the
die.
boss.
If you stand on the part where the 2 are not crisscross, just the blank line part, you're safe. Then you're just soaking the 1.
So this tells me that no one should be behind the boss. We need the groups on each hand. Doesn't that what that? If you guys look in Discord right now, that image, this pretty much looks like what we should probably be doing. You get Night Hunter, you take it behind the tanks. Don't be crossed. Try to keep them as straight as possible. And then if Group 1 is on the left hand and Group B is on the right hand, this should be fine.
And where do we take the third one? There's 3 of them that come out.
Is there?
No.
No, there's only 2.
No,
There's 3. I thought I saw 3.
Oh, there's 2.
Only 2?
You can lay off that bong just a little bit.
I swear I saw 3.
I swear you're probably high.
Yeah,
So if everybody checks their groups, right? Group 1 and Group 2, which is Schecter's group, Thelena. If they all stand on the left hand, Group 3 and 4, Black's group stand on the right hand. That should handle the Night Hunter better, I think.
The group I went didn't have groups though. That was the difference, I guess.
Yeah.
They had everybody stack in for the first 3, and they had it down on number 4.
And I get that too. We don't necessarily need groups, do we?
Not really.
I'm more worried about this Night Hunter thing right now than the soaking, because the soaking can be done by anyone at any time, and we have so much deep burst DPS. Those ads are staying up for 5 seconds. I'm not even able to get my whole thing down on them.
Yeah, that is the other. So I mean, we'll talk about that down the line, I guess. I still want to do it that way, though. That's just my opinion.
Do we want to do that, where everyone soaks the first one?
I mean, they would soak the first 3 unless they don't need it. Like you saw, we had Death Knights and Shamans not soaking any at all, because they would pop their movements right before they got sucked in, and it would travel over, and then as soon as they went into that slow phase, they would just be able to run at full speed.
Okay.
But they had the DPS to get it down before the second Ravage happened. And even if they had
third Ravage.
Before the second, before the second Ravage, yeah. And even if they did transfer over into the second Ravage, they just only had the tank soak the last one, because if everybody was already at 2, then you don't need it to soak anymore. and that's no ads whatsoever, which is more burst on the boss. Alright, well, officers decide. I don't care.
I really like the idea of just having spread DPS and not having groups. I would love that.
Yeah, everybody just soaks. There's going to be a hell of a lot of AoE needed. But again, if they're going down in 5 seconds with AoE, then they're going to go down in 5 seconds with AoE. It's, yeah, no matter how many extra ads you have, it's not going to change that.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's give that a try then. We'll see how it goes. So remember, main things is Night Hunter, try not to cross the lines, take them to the wall. You should only have your back against the wall if you have Night Hunter. Or if you're doing the soak, which should only be 4 seconds. And then you come back to behind the boss, along the side, circling, spread.
So then everybody takes all of them until you hit down to 2?
It's gonna be... Everybody needs to clear their stacks by the time we get done with it.
Okay.
So if you forget one, it's not a big deal. It's a personal responsibility. You gotta get your stacks cleared.
You guys reset the groups, but I think we're using the groups for the soaking of the line.
No.
Not anymore.
How are we gonna know who's standing on which side for the soaking?
We just gotta even ourselves out. Just visualize it. You know, if you're on the right side or if you're on the left side, ish.
Can you call the cleansing beam?
The Ravage when we gotta run?
No.
The beam from the hunter, right?
No. Yeah. The thing that reduces your
right, yeah, so that's the cleanse. So it happens twice before each Ravage. So it's on you to get down to 2.
Yeah. How was it called?
Being something.
It's gonna be
Cleansing Pain.
Gonna have it first, right?
Yeah.
Well, we only need 1 tank if we go that way during phase 1. So me and Black will just fight for a threat, I guess, even though he'll probably win.
Oh.
Let me keep it, actually, just so that way we know the boss won't move.
Okay. Just explain all that, man. Welcome to the raid.
Well, no, sure. Ideally, we're all just gonna soak. Just 1, 2, 3.
Yep. If you have 2, don't soak anymore. That's it, because there's going to be less ads that way. If there's too many ads, then we can go back to... If there's too many ads and too much shit going on, we can go back to where it was before, I guess.
And pretty much I'm assuming that not everyone's gonna soak every single time.
Because certain
Someone's
classes
gonna
don't
forget
need
something
at all.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, soak.
Your sins, lest they
Get those against the wall, please.
Ran right through a priest.
Yeah, he turtled it.
Yeah, that's where.
confess your sins, lest they consume.
Run.
too many ad sections.
As in kill us.
Confess your
You killed me.
sins, lest they curse.
You don't count. You don't have condemn.
So this thing I'm seeing is that Night Hunter is so spread apart for the boss. Like DPS has to step away, don't they? They're just gonna have to.
2, 1.
I mean, we had too much DPS anyway, so.
I'm a big fan of not slowing down because we have good DPS. I'm just saying.
That's exactly what that method is designed to do, so you don't have to slow down that much.
But I think from what I'm seeing, everyone's just gonna have to stop DPS when the Night Hunters come out to get in those beams. I don't know how else to keep hitting the boss and the beams are that far out.
So that's the other thing. If you're able to solo the beam, don't run it across where the boss is going to be, because that's how Delaric died.
Yes, you run it back
Straight
to the
back.
Night Hunter, not to the
Yeah.
wall, the other way.
Straight line. Shorten the line up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Will be your downfall. 3, 2, 1. Pain cleanses the soul. Cannot be challenged. Your vanity
Those died before even the night things went out.
confess your sins, lest they curse. Exterminate this vermin.
On what depends the amount of ghosts that appear?
That's how many people are soaking. So it's probably too many.
Yeah, we need more ghosts.
Well, they died instantly the first time around, so I don't know what's changing between the first and the second.
Yeah, the first time people usually still have like cooldowns on.
They're dying fairly fast. I mean.
Yeah, but they do a lot of damage in a short time.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Stack on lines.
4, 3, 2, 1.
One out up.
Pain cleanses the soul. Your vanity will cost you everything.
So Black, you can't soak this.
The soul.
Right? Or you got one left, right?
I don't have any left.
Here you are.
Four, three, two, one.
Memoria, exterminate this vermin.
Oh. Right.
I mean, we have like so many dead right now, so.
Did you think you
How low does he have to be for phase change?
70.
70? Okay, so we were close even with so many dead.
Yep.
I think we need those groups.
So the damage is really high when all those ads come out, isn't it? From healers.
Yeah.
CD it.
What CD do we have going?
I'm sure we had none going off during those times.
And maybe have more people stack in the first one since people still have CDs, burst CDs going down at that time. I don't know how many we'd be able to handle on that first one, but they go down really fast on that first one in particular. So
I mean, yeah, they go down almost instantly. We might as well just have everyone lose a stack on the first one.
that's what
Right?
Yeah.
Can
Or
we
at least see
alternate?
how much damage comes out if everyone loses the stack, and then if it works out, then keep doing it.
Everyone cannot lose a stack. It has to be X number because the boss gets buffed somehow, and if you have even stacks, it's going to wipe us.
He does?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's something that he does. That's the reason we have to alternate, or we can't all produce our stacks at the same time. Unless
Yeah,
it's the last one.
that's so there's more painful memories that will come out is what happens. Everyone that stacks creates a painful memory that does. Yeah, and that's what we established. But at the same time, that makes it so we can actually focus on transitioning quicker. Yes, I know that's not really that big of a deal, but that also makes it so that we don't have to worry about people going in and out and who they're separated to and who they're not. That's why SLU was going along with what I said. Because we have the DPS to kill them all instantly. The reason why we were dying before is simply, yes, there was a shit ton of damage going out, but instead of separating the groups, why aren't we considering just using healing cooldowns? That's my question. We might as well just use healing cooldowns then. I didn't know we weren't already doing that. Not during that, no.
During what? Sorry.
Cooldowns during the when the ads come out.
Oh yeah,
So
we
that
are.
more-
Trust me.
You are?
I am. I'm burning everyone I have in the first phase.
Okay, well, who's
I
on
mean-
the second one?
Why are we trying to cheese the mechanic instead of doing it?
Because cheese is fun.
I mean, it wasn't really cheese, it was just making it easier. Cheese would be nobody going in at all, right? I mean, fuck. And that is possible that certain people don't go in at all.
I mean,
But ultimately, it's up to the officers whether we do two groups or figure something else out.
So I just want to say that during that first wall, we had 4 people die to people not standing in the lines. So pretty
not-
much everyone that got 900 died that pull.
Yeah, I died. I mean, people stood in my line, but I was way too low when I got 900, so any hit was going to kill me.
So remember, if you get 900, you take it to the wall behind the tanks, and then DPS just needs to kill ads or something else. You gotta get in the line. But
Is
remember,
there
you have a circle around you though when you have 900, so don't put the tanks in that circle.
Is there a weak aura for Night Hunter?
I'm looking, and I did not find it yet.
Okay.
I just want something that I don't even hear it.
Pretty much. That's what I want.
Maybe you can change your DBM and put the sound.
Does DBM have a notification even if you yourself don't get it?
That's a good question.
Sire Denathrius.
Announce Night Hunters. Yes.
Ah, yes.
Did you find on the website?
It /DBM and then go to Sire Denathrius.
Yeah, and then you can have it.
Will dispersion work with that?
Can you link it in raid chat?
There's this show special warning when someone is affected by Night Hunter.
Yeah, and then you can scroll down to the stage 1 section. You can even have it count out to when Night Hunter is going to happen.
Stage 1 section. How far down is that?
Under bars.
Bars.
So you got your general announcements, which it's not.
Yeah.
And then if you scroll down to bars under stage 1, it says show timer for next Night Hunter, and it doesn't actually have the timer set by default, so you can have it count. Well, I mean, it shows the timer, it doesn't go voice, so you can have it count down for you if you want.
Okay. Voice. There we go.
I need to put the meme sound for this.
Can you link the weak aura?
It's not a weak aura, it's just
DBM.
changing DBM settings.
I wish you could have a sound, not just a countdown.
Yeah.
Many countdowns.
You can have, you could change the countdown to make it something so that way it's unique.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
Unique countdown. Yeah, I want like a bing or ping.
Yeah. Look at Twitch.
Did you see it though? You just gotta look out for the beams, right?
Yeah, just people don't know when it's coming. So, Shlu, if you look at my Twitch stream right now, you'll see where the countdown is under DBM. And then you can change it so that way it actually has a voice. And then you can change which voice it has.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could do a sound effect, not a countdown. That's what I mean.
Yells when you are positioned. No. Okay. What do you want to do, Shlu?
We need to get a cleaner Night Hunter going. That's what's killing people. Again, I told you, every person that got Night Hunter died that last pull.
I mean, I see 3 people die to ghosts.
You can ignore all the mechanics, so nobody takes any cleanses whatsoever, and we could just focus on Night Hunters.
It almost feels like it. What we need, I need to watch timer and announce it better. We have to find something.
Happens.
It's a big fucking red line on the floor. Do we really?
It happens immediately, almost immediately after the cleanse. Every time.
I agree with Black. It's a pretty obvious tell, like when it happens. We should. I mean, it's nice if we can call it out, but it's pretty visually obvious. It shouldn't have to be called out at the end of the day.
It's visually obvious, but if I know it's coming out in advance, then I'll make sure my health is high enough to where I'm prepared to take it. That's the thing I'm worried about myself.
Yeah.
Because if my health is too low, then it won't do any good because I'll just die soaking that. So, it's...
Who is summoning?
I have. Summon him anyway. I put my closet down.
Okay.
I sat there and harassed Ozula, so
You may be here, but we need you here, regardless.
I'll accept it even though I'm standing right behind you.
Yes. Salt wanted... Salt went through the effort to put down a closet, so we're going to use the closet.
So yeah, absolutely. You just want to ignore all mechanics except for Night Hunter for now? Until everybody gets it.
I would rather not than waste more time doing it that way. Like, we just need to be aware and soak it. You know, there's just all there is to it.
Yep.
Hopefully it'll go better if people made sure to put countdowns and stuff.
I'm more concerned about, you know, the second or the third position. Do we have a rotation for healing cooldowns for those?
Did everyone soak at once? I mean, seriously, because when the ads came out,
You can soak the lines for Night Hunter.
No, I'm talking about clearing a stack.
I think the first
We need to-
go round, I think everyone but 3 people didn't soak. The last
I can't hear that person.
I think everyone besides 3 people did not soak.
Jeez.
So, Shiro, what you're saying?
I thought Larry was saying something else.
Yeah, it's not about too many ads. That's what we need to know, if it's too much for the healing to soak that many ads.
I mean, we could try it again with Pabs, but like I said, me and Lorraine both were sitting like 7k, and I had burned both of my healing CDs.
Yeah, that's too bad.
And that's gonna be a bitch for the second, third, or the last phases.
The more ads that come out, they might be out for a second, even if we AoE them all, but they're going to cause that massive damage in 1 second to everyone. Like, that's why people split it into 2 groups, so the damage that they come out is more manageable for the healers. But now with Pabs here, it should be a bit easier because that's an extra healer.
And if everyone can pop at least one defensive when that comes up as well.
Also, for the Night Hunters, like, if you can see me jumping, one person should bring 1 Night Hunter here, and the other person should bring 1 Night Hunter here, regardless of where they spawn, and try not to crisscross the lines, and it should work. I mean, I've downed this boss like 4 or 5 times. That's what my groups have been doing, and it's been clean.
Yep, so we just gotta try not to cross the lines, main thing, and just Night Hunters to the wall. So I think we're ready for another poll, guys.
It's really like, it will make a difference.
Yep. That's it. We just need to be able to cleanly see the lines. I think that's one of the problems is the lines are going through the group. You can't really see them as well to see where to stand because you don't want to stand on that exit course. I don't know. We just try not to cross.
Keely, did you bubble me during the last?
Probably lay on hands. You get
no, something. No, it was a bubble of some sort because I didn't get pulled up at all for the blood price at one point.
No, if you clean all your stacks, you will not get pulled up.
Forbearance?
But no, if you have all 5 of your stacks off, you don't get pulled up.
Okay, I thought you said you had forbearance. Okay,
I did, so it might have been from lay of hand, but then that might also just not correlated. I mean, it was just coincidence then. Okay, everybody was ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your downfall. Pain cleanses the soul.
So the Night Hunter's out. Oh, Beam's going though. Okay, never mind.
Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Yeah, almost everyone got rid of a stack there, and
Cleanses the
pretty
soul.
fun.
We could clear that group.
We need
Ravage, go. Yeah, we're getting good groups.
Tractor, you gonna get her?
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Yeah, they're both running the same spot. So they're alone.
Push the ads, guys. Get off the boss.
Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Okay, we're right on this one.
I think it's just 2k of it. Yeah, it's so much damage.
That just means we need more gear.
Like, if you look at it, every single healing cooldown has been burnt.
Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna go back to groups. And it's just gonna be that same thing.
Totally need the groups.
Group 1 against the wall to begin with.
They all get
But
burned.
it's not against the wall, right? They just have to soak. You don't stand against the wall because you gotta give room for the Night Hunters. And from what I'm seeing too, I think we need to move these points because we're too close to the wall.
Where I said it right here is good. It's not even that. It's so where square is good, but honestly, the points are making us move out.
Come on, am I bad? Probably.
Because we're in combat zones.
Oh, before they pull through.
There we go.
There, like that.
I did that in LFR on Huntsman, and I felt so bad, but I'm lucky I didn't get kicked.
What?
Just run into the boss auto run.
If you're solo soaking the Night Hunter, run to the boss, not away from it.
If you're solo soaking, why do you run toward the boss at all?
Run to the Night Hunter, you mean?
Yeah, run towards the
the
Night
Night
Hunter,
Hunter.
so
You're
the
gonna
line
pop
doesn't
it
even
back.
go through the boss.
You run all the way to the Night Hunter. If Night Hunter's out here, you run up to him, and then do your bubble.
The wideness of the boss spell is really, really tight, so be sure to stack on the tank, but really, really on the tank, not to the side, not a little to the front, not on the tank.
You talk about
We are going back to groups,
plans,
guys.
yes.
Group 1 is Helena, checked her. And then Group 2 is Black. So Group 1 and Group 2 is the first soak. Group 3 and Group 4, second soak. Group 1 and Group 2 are going to get both soaks on square. This first point, phase 1. Group 3 and Group 4 are going to get both soaks on the next phase. And then everyone will soak on Skull, the last one.
So when we blew all the healing cooldowns, we blew them on the very first spot, or how did they get blown?
No,
Stuck
I
here.
posted an order.
When people are almost dead, we blow them.
And it'll be half the DPS right now, right? Half the amount of damage going out. So
Yeah,
it shouldn't
so
be
we're not
bad.
gonna have to worry about that many cooldowns.
So everyone remember what group you're in. And remember, you still won't want to soak on the tanks, sit on the tanks the whole time. You'll still want to maneuver around the boss for Night Hunters. And notice, the boss needs to be tanked on the point, so we're going to be a little bit more towards the middle of the room.
Yeah, when the ads come out, everyone should be on the ads. No one should be TPS.
Yes, I did see that. People are trying to cleave off the boss. Do not do that.
Okay, we're all ready.
So you know, Skull might not be there. It might be at the one closer. It depends whichever one is closer to the Ravage.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cleanses the soul.
They're both being solo soaked.
Your vanity will cost you everything. lest they
Got it, this is yours.
2 people missed. Which just means those 2 people will need to jump in one of the next phases.
Ravage, move on. Hunter's coming out.
confess your sins, lest they curse. Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they curse.
So calm.
Exterminate.
G-Jector.
Got it.
Everybody needs to be soaking this now. Alright, so Night Hunter needs to go to the wall. It should be sitting in the middle of the raid. Shouldn't be sitting off to the side. It needs to go to the back wall. Both people that had Night Hunter did not take the wall there.
Vanity will cost you everything.
So you take it to the wall behind the tanks.
Confess your sins,
Oh.
lest they curse.
I know you said that before. Like, every pool.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Be warrior. They're in my castle. Your rebellion is at an end.
Gotta help soak these lawns. If it goes through the balls, soak it.
Underwater again, Del.
This isn't any better than what to do.
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay, same. I died to no one soaking my lawn.
Same.
I soaked because I was right there by you when you died, but I don't think I did take some damage, but not much.
I took like 2 or 3 steps back to soak for somebody that wasn't where they were supposed to be.
I'm seeing them run all over the place. I'm watching them go like ape shit back there.
Let's do not cross the lines, because if you cross,
they're not.
I've seen them cross a couple times, but if you cross the lines and someone's standing in the center of that X, they're gonna die.
I got an idea. How about Shlu? You just don't DPS. You just watch the Night Hunter and call people out. Let's fix this shit.
Because we have about 4 seconds for them to fix it. That's the sucky part.
Well, no, call them out so they know they're messing up.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll try.
Just don't DPS. So just stand there and coach, man, because we got to get this down.
Because if they don't know they're messing up, then they're just going to keep doing it.
I think I fucked up the first one. Someone crossed me and I stopped. Hashtag being honest.
3, 2, 1.
Pain cleanses the soul.
across at this point, but the other one is not behind the boss. So that was Laura.
It was hitting nobody, I thought.
Or were you solo soaking it?
Yeah.
Then you want to walk it to the Night Hunter so no one even sees the beam.
No time for that. Your range, you have hardly any time.
What's that solo soak? Ah.
Looking behind. So Kata is going off to the side. Kata. There's not people standing there. Run.
I'm coming.
You're good.
Just
getting there.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
That one really hurts. It's always that one there. Oh.
Cleanses the soul.
So that was.
There's a lot of people
Stop
with 4
crossing.
anyway.
I think a lot of people soaked that one.
So, the people that have 2 definitely did. They weren't supposed to.
How many healers do we have? 4?
4.
We got more than what we should.
I mean, we're not really lacking damage. Maybe we could backfill.
Lest they consume.
I mean, right. Maybe I've seen that if we get too many ads coming out, everybody just takes that. Especially because when the ads are out, we're getting the Night Hunters.
Yeah, then it comes this. And if you're not like decently healed, you die.
You're hearing the shit.
You guys can wipe with me.
I need to pad my meters. Mm-hmm.
4, 3, 2,
That's kind of all that shit. Never mind. The Blaze Storm Prophet.
Your rebellion is at an end.
There's no way to pull the ghosts, right?
I don't think so.
No, they're immune to crowd control. I think that we're just not focusing them enough in the later phases, or in the later steps of this phase. On the first one, they go down very quickly because people are using their cooldowns at the start of the fight, but when we get to the second position, and they're not, with none of the DPS have their cooldowns up, most of them don't, you have to focus the ads. You can't just cleave them off the boss. It's been said already, but you have to focus the ads.
Oh, the first set of ads usually go down quicker because you have enchants going off, trinkets. Even if we're not using cooldowns, so just gonna go down faster. The biggest dip in health I see is when I take over in that second position, everybody dips low.
Exactly. So, I think that's, I mean, because I've also noticed that during that time, the ads are not going down fast enough. I mean, even if they're going down faster than normal on this first one, I feel like these last few pulls, that second position, they've been going down even slower than the first few pulls we did. So, I think that we just need to be focusing on ads and using defensives on the second one if you can use a defensive, so that way you don't die, so you can continue killing ads.
Does you rally crying before that or anything?
No, I can though.
We might as well try it if it'll help.
Okay.
Can we drop darkness on the second one as well?
Also,
if you have the talent swapping thing, you're able to swap to another branch.
Oh, run. Shoshira. Twice.
So, Shira, what were you saying before?
What?
on.
That's what he was saying.
He was saying something. So share what you're gonna say.
Yeah, hold on. Just.
Yep.
I don't know why it's fucking targeting me.
So if I use my steward to change my talents, I can swap to another branch on my soulbind, right?
It's already popular.
No. If you want to change soulbinds, you have to go back to your covenant.
Well, I just have the inspiring presence, which makes rallying cry more effective, but it doesn't matter. We'll see if this works first.
We'll take the ghetto version right now. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the other thing I noticed. So if someone gets a Night Hunter on this side, they're running all the way over here, and that's gonna. If you're going the long way, like check where the Night Hunter is. Bring your camera out. If the Night Hunter is on this side, because they only spawn on two sides of the boss, one on the left side, one on the right side. If you have one on this side, just run the straight line down. Don't run across the entire raid. That makes sense? Like it happened every time, like someone got a Night Hunter and they ran to the opposite end of the room instead of the simple route close by.
Yep, you're looking to just get to the wall and get safe. That's the main thing.
You know, honestly, unless there's an add up, nobody should be touching the boss while the hunters are up. If we gotta soak stuff, we should all just stop what we're doing and soak it. Like we're getting like it's not gonna be a DPS race at that point. We all should just soak the beam.
This is so weird.
Wait,
playing top
what?
down.
This narrator.
He has exceptional oral skills.
The boss is about to penetrate your friend. Soak the line, please.
I think that turned on Bill.
Hit that shit.
You're going way too far out. No. Okay. The left beam goes one side of the boss, the right beam goes to the right side of the boss.
Right beam to right side.
They should not be anywhere near each other.
Left beam to left side.
Cleanses the soul.
Just walk them straight back. Straight back. Yep. Perfect. Have it move. Two will be soaking that. Get ready to soak. It's gonna happen right now. Right now.
Confess your sins, lest they curse.
Crossed.
Survive!
Woohoo! The hell is we gotta try and tuck people out?
What do you think?
I'm way too close to the wall. And DC.
Ah. Oh, yeah, he's not going to move for a while then.
Pull him.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, he was too far for me to tie. It took me a bit.
Cleansing Pain goes far. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Do we stand on the red shit?
Yeah, stand on the red shit now.
Well, the echoes will kill us regardless. There were a bunch of them.
I was just curious if I could. I didn't think I would.
Your rebellion is at an end.
I need 5.
That's fine. I'm gonna.
When we move to the second wall, if the team can get just a little bit closer, because that'll keep the ads a little more tighter group, make it easier to AoE.
And I'm noticing that not healing, wrong, yeah, but a lot of people are dying during that first pull up in the air.
Come here.
Come here?
Yes. Thank you, Juju. Where's my anti-stupid Chris staff buff?
How many CDs do you think I have?
Burn yours
So
on
we lost 4 people to blood price that time.
Yep, and that's when I was screaming, healers, we gotta try to top them off before that happens. Rose, can you call...
You have 3 CDs in one phase.
You said that, Rose?
What?
Can you call out before the blood price is about to go off? Like... Because I, honest to God, can't pay attention to timers.
Hey, I'll try.
I wouldn't honestly use one on the very first one. I would wait until the
No,
second.
it's the second one I think that's getting us. The first one doesn't bother us, it's the second one. And I would try to pop a CD like 5 seconds before it goes off. So if you call it like 5 or 6 seconds before.
Okay.
And hopefully it'll keep people from dying. But Kata, use your CD on the second ad set because I'm having to burn my CD on the second set. So it's me for the first set of ads, you for the second, Kata, and then Pabs for the third. And then I'm going to use my second CD for the blood price.
So, which CD are you wanting? Just Trank? Or
Yeah,
what do
use
'cause
Trank
I'm
on...
actually using Convoke because I don't think you're going to keep up on the heals.
Yeah, use Trank on the second one. When the second set of ads come out after we get punched in the face with the cleansing shit. But I'm gonna go tinkle. Be right back.
Yeah, I forgot to rallying cry there, so. Even though we talked about it just before the poll.
Want to put a timer, Adele?
You gone.
Yeah.
You gone.
That first hunter that we got that last pull, there was 2 of us to the left of the boss, and both hunters were on the left of the boss. And so I had to move away from the other person so we weren't crisscrossed. But both of us were on the left because Night Hunter was on the left for both of us. So it doesn't seem like it's going right and left like you thought.
Let me check.
They spawn right and left. If you're both standing on left, then you will both start on left.
Here, Laura. No, it does look like they're both left and right. And that's just what I saw. Laura, you were in the right spot. From what I saw.
Yeah, someone else ran it to that side as well, but it was in the wrong spot. They come on both sides.
But I don't blame the person because it is hard to see where that ghost is. And my camera's all the way out, but I still don't ever see where the damn ghost is.
in the second pie or whatever you want to call it, second quarter phase. I don't know what you want to call it. My ghost was in the other area, so I was soaking by myself, and I was trying to run to the ghost so I could soak it, but I had no idea where he was.
Right back.
Maybe I should sharpen the tail.
Found out my kid was streaming shit upstairs in his room at the same time I was, which is why the shit just dropped.
Lol.
Yo, little shit, stop streaming. Dad is streaming.
Well, wait, so I have a 1 gig download, but my
I'm
is
here.
ass.
No one's watching your stream. No one wants to watch your OnlyFans. Wait.
I'm here.
Hey, wait a minute. No, if they have only, dear God, no.
You don't have like fiber?
No, I'm using Comcast, 1 gig down.
No, this is America. We all
Fiber
have
in my diet.
Yeah, this area is actually too new for fiber. They haven't installed. AT&T won't come into this area because they suck. And I really don't want to pay for a business line from ComSuck.
Another ready check. So main thing right now is focus on ads and get 900 in the right position.
Yep, express plates.
Rally cry when I want.
Oh. Like 50 Shades Ejector.
Ejector's got his camera on his face?
What?
Oh. Thought we seen new pictures of Ejector shit.
No.
You do it when I want. It's like 50 Shades Ejector.
Oh.
We're ready when you guys are.
I can't pull, so somebody pull.
I'd give you assist, but you know.
Yeah.
Need to Del.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Yo, Wani.
4,
What?
Right there.
1.
Cleanses the soul.
Perfect, guys.
I'll bake you guys a fucking cupcake for that.
You cannot pay.
What if we do it again?
2 cupcakes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Kata, Trank.
Okay, Night Hunters.
Oh, it's gonna cross.
Fail!
Del's down.
My clo should get me.
But move.
Fuck.
The Legion
That's my
Priest Saver.
2 soaking.
Get a little closer to the wall.
Move up, move up.
That's good.
Confess your sins, lest they corrupt. Be challenged. Your
Add still up.
humans amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Oh shit, I can't see shit along this wall.
The soul.
Alright, well.
Is there more people soaking that one or something? What's going on? Because that one always hurts like a bitch.
Oh, no, actually,
Threw me into the wall.
had people miss that one too. So there you go.
It threw me into the wall, and my back was actually in the wall, and he turned around because we were on top of each other. I just blew it against the raid.
Confess your sins.
Use a cooldown on this one. A defensive.
I'm dead.
Night Hunter spawn compares to the boss. Did you see
This
that
one.
one? That's the one that just went on Laura.
Toward the center.
It was like right next to her.
Actually.
It was right
Yeah.
here. Right where I'm standing. Right,
Yeah, I barely got over to it before it came.
Yeah,
So,
generally behind the boss somewhere. But that changes if I face them somewhere else.
So is it related to facing of the boss?
Yeah, I think so. I can go through the videos and check.
What? Hunter?
Yeah.
I'm gonna survive.
I mean, I've always noticed one to his left and one to his right, no matter where he's at.
Yeah, so when I start tanking close to the wall, that's what happens. I get eventually, like, I can't get back to the boss as instantly as Ejector. Ejector comes down on top of him. I have to get thrown back and move. So I can't tank him really close to the wall because then I get stuck in the wall and he turns around and it blows against raid.
But even then, I don't think he turned around, because if he would have gotten people in my group, we would have all been down at 2. Nobody was at 2.
Lorraine, can you burn your CD?
Yeah, I'm burning my 2 CDs on that.
On the
Blood Pride.
Yep, before the blood press goes out. Shit. So
Yeah,
you're
before, because
you're
mine
burning.
is. Yeah, I'm burning Aura Mastery and Avenging Rod.
This feels almost the same as though we had no groups at all. Not gonna lie.
If you're burning a CD and I'm burning a CD before blood press, basically, it's rough. Try to use salvation then instead of on the first one, see if that helps any.
Right, and the way that we're doing it right now, it's like only half the raid at any point is going to have the same amount of stacks.
In theory.
Right. Except for Keeley, who somehow gets down to 1 when everybody's at 3.
That's okay if he doesn't want to stack, soak anymore.
Let's go.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Let your past begin. Pain cleanses the soul.
Next one, Bella.
Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Nice.
Ravage, move.
Exterminate.
Reposition quick. Group 2, get ready, so.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Salvation. Going out now.
Your humans amassed a debt
Okay,
you
yeah,
cannot pay.
Convoke right before that one too.
Okay.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Man, that was a kill for a charge on that second one.
I know, that's why I figured I charged it and took the thing anyways.
So what happened there? What did we lose after race?
Circles.
Yeah, they were right in the group. Alright, well.
Hold on, so do we think Night Hunter was... Too many people were standing in Night Hunter? From
Yes.
what I saw, it was a lot of ads.
I got
Yeah.
one shot by Circle.
Okay, I'll look at the one.
Did you think you could win?
Everything up to that point looked okay.
With that buy-in.
But if we do like certain groups soak the left one, certain groups soak the right one.
Because sometimes they're both left and both right.
It's very true. Sadly.
The only
There's too many times I've been soloing when, what if I didn't have my defenses up, It's probably happening to other people too, where they're soloing because no one's coming over.
If you don't see anybody in your line, call it out. I mean, it's really good as people get their monitors scrolled out enough that they can see who needs
Yeah, so just so you guys know, we lost 3 healers due to standing in the Night Hunter thing. And Sage Blanca at the same second. So that's what wiped us. In fact, we lost.
Who are they targeting?
I think we lost 8 people at the same time. That's what happened that way.
So who were they targeting that was standing in the group with everybody? Where they had the circles right on the healers.
So I'm saying that's why everything kind of went bad. Let's see. Or does anyone know who it was? Say it.
I had been somebody in 3 and 4.
It was the person that was on my pool, but it wasn't me, because I was to the right solo.
So
It says Laura and Soltula.
Yeah.
I have an idea. If anyone wants to hear it.
My music in the background was on point there. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So how about until we learn this and we get comfortable with the Night Hunters, people stop solo soaking and everyone runs to walls so everyone can get practice on where they need to go.
That's a good idea.
That sounds good. Yep.
No more solo soaks, just everyone go to the wall.
See, the thing is, though, I only solo because no one comes to my beam. So I have to do something to stay alive.
That's
The
what we're
people
saying.
Solo anyway.
Right?
Go to the wall and just do it like everybody else is gonna do it, and still solo.
That's what we're saying. Yeah.
Very well.
If you die, it's not your fault. It's because people didn't help soak it. So we'll just go to the wall. And make people more aware to help soak it. I like it. Let's do it.
Please, every time you give an idea, I would like that music in the background. That's just my request.
I have no idea what was it.
It's like watching one of those old Disney movies where the guy starts talking. Get the dramatic music in the background.
Yeah, you sounded like Jafar delivering a monologue. It was very nice.
Then that's how we know how to foil him.
Yeah, he's explaining the boss fight to us.
So that was Sire talking and not one of our raiders. Got it.
Got away with it too, if I remember for them damn kids. And Regulus' Covenant.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you ever want us to stop, I don't think he will.
Oh, I know how to make it stop. I just don't care.
Okay.
That's my boy.
Good on you. You're not a special snowflake after all.
You're a punching bag. Matter of fact, you're a speed bagger.
You guys just wait until my Night Fae warrior gets into raiding.
Oh,
it's gonna be fun.
The trolling will be unstoppable.
So the main thing here is no solo soaking knife hunters.
And do not use personals.
Lest they
Make the dodge if it fails.
Get to the wall. Oh wow, they're both on the one side. What the fuck?
I didn't the boss was not pointed weird. I saw it.
Yeah, they were both on the right side. That's the first time I've seen that.
confess your sins, lest they
Pretty small indie company.
Kata, Trank.
Bullseye, we want everybody solo proper. Ravage.
Target sorted.
confess your sins, lest they curse.
One solo soaking.
One person soak.
I saw. Yeah, I only saw 2 people in that line. We need to even ourselves out, everybody.
Cost you everything.
You can't even just assign people to a side though.
No, not if they're. That's that was really freaking. RNG for the win.
Why there are so many goals the third one?
Cross them. Do not cross them.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ravage move.
They're in my castle, these pests.
A lot of people need to soak all these.
I'll rallying cry.
Rallying cry this one.
The price is in 5 seconds.
Lorraine City. Rallying cry now. There we go.
At second. I rally cried just now.
Vanity will cost you
Cooking Tucker by Offie One.
confess your sins, lest they curse.
Don't cross it where Ian's going. Not the correct wall. It should be the wall directly behind the tank.
Exterminate this vermin.
Barely.
So now that's a DPS problem.
Well, we still had some people die. Our goal is 0 die.
3, 2, 1.
We have to condemn.
If only.
Damn.
Jump off the side.
There's
like cooldowns still.
The dildo in the face.
Use all your cooldowns to hit phase 3 and then die.
Scream for me.
It's phase 3.
I'm dead now.
I've still wiped more on phase 3 than I have on phase 1.
So it's been already almost 2 hours.
Time flies.
Yep.
Alchemist.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I ain't gonna worry about it right now.
Underwater.
No way.
More
Yeah,
like
way.
underground this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What'd you say? It was 5 hours, what you said? Or 2 hours?
So what got SWI? What got everybody then? Just damage from the ads. Too many people soak.
Feels like I'm watching Charlie Brown, the teacher speaking.
I heard many a face and stuffed on a pillow like that in my 20s.
Fuck. Years ago.
Sorry, that slipped out my bad.
Look at that, you offended Bullseye, he's just standing out there now.
I'm sorry, man. That was a running joke. I'm sorry.
Oh.
His wife
Okay.
heard your joke.
Okay,
Good
now
day.
we'll wait till Bullseye leaves and phases down.
Maybe she can relate.
Alright, so more Night Hunter practice. Again, we want preferably no one just solo soaks it. We need everyone practicing getting in the line. So even if you can't solo soak it, please walk into the wall and try to position it properly.
Yeah, my headset's gonna it's freaking up. It's not for everyone.
Alright, hold on. I need to respec that. This really is the shitty spec. Okay.
And then there's no taunt swapping going on, right, for the boss? For the tides
Yeah.
when the phase between phases.
No, I just want to.
I'm just trying to figure out why those ads spawned. The Night Hunters spawned all on one side.
So, yeah, that was... I don't know.
I was standing behind the boss like I had been the last two pulls.
Well, I think they just do that. I've seen them do it a couple times.
They spawned in the exact same spot both times during before the
Common
first
Bond
Ravage,
has
which
made
was
it
I
so
found was
that
odd.
I don't have to focus on the money so much.
This boss
by,
slows me
allowing
anyway,
me to go
so.
from an 8% or 9%
likes to
interest
teleport
rate
behind
down
you.
to a 5% interest rate, which is a huge difference.
Telling you. You just gotta think for pallies.
Let's be not me. There he's up. And it's good. You should hear the college version of it.
Oh yeah, baby.
To the windows, to the walls.
I majored in art majors in college.
You did not. Oh, you mage.
One of the biggest art schools on the East Coast, right here, buddy.
It's caused me to drink tonight.
Confess your sins, lest they
Yeah, there they go. That's right.
Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they
Sorry, he still moves a little bit.
Oh my god.
Kata, no, Kata, you just crossed the beams. You need to take it to the left side.
See that AoE hit when the Night Hunter hits? That just hit the whole raid.
Alright, we can make it.
That's why you gotta go to the wall so that doesn't hit you.
Most of the time, you're just gonna walk right through the boss. You get 900. But, or, yeah.
Make a path.
Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain cleanses the soul.
Jesus.
Still a few people at 4.
Get in the lines, guys. Get in the lines.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ravage move.
Exterminate this. Confess your sins, lest they curse you. Cannot be challenged. Your humans amassed
If
a
you have 2 stacks, get in the next one quick.
Shit.
confess your sins, lest they curse you.
That's good. A little bit better. A little bit better. Never mind.
So when we get down there, rest the Lana.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Range, you're gonna kill the ad on the left of boss.
Servants, remove this refuse from my sight.
Get way back here.
Range, get the ad on the left platform.
I cut you down.
Center? Well, I thought you were gonna get him.
900 to the left.
Get those.
You want, on that phase, you want all the Night Hunters on the left side together so they're not hitting anyone else.
Still Night Hunters too?
I don't think it's. Well, not. I don't think it's.
Notice how after they hit, there's a blood puddle on the floor, so after it hits, you gotta move away quick.
That's Impale.
The arrows on your head.
Yeah, it's Impale.
That fucking knockback, dude. Jesus.
I know. It did some weird ass shit where it wouldn't even let me charge because I wasn't raised as high as I usually am.
Okay, really quick, because it looks like... Okay, but real quick. When we get down there to second phase, we're going to be focusing the left ads first, range, and the left melee ones you can actually cleave melee with the boss. If you get Impale, which is like the Wicked Blade from the General's fight, it's going to be 3 people targeted with 3 red arrows. Move to the right.
Or we said move to the left because you're supposed to be killing the left ad quickly, and then we'll have the left clear. So go to the left if you get the red arrow on your head.
People will still be meandering around there, though. It'll get.
It'll kill you if you don't get to the left like you should. Because if it hits other people, then that damage that's done to them does to you too.
We went 2 minutes with no deaths that time, though, so that's real good. It's not the middle of phase 2. So that means ads was fine, right? Did anyone? I've noticed Velustin. I don't think he cleared any stacks that time. So Velustin, you're in here, right?
Also, another thing to pay attention to, might be a little bit ahead, but anyway, when an ad dies in phase 2, in Heroic it drops a yellow circle. You have to dodge the circle. If you get hit by the circle, you will be yeeted off of the platform.
Yeet.
You'll be yeeted?
Yeeted.
What do you mean, monk torpedo?
Isn't that what the cool kids say these days? Yeeted? I'm just trying to...
No, I try to say it and my kids automatically stops you right away saying nobody says that anymore.
Okay, well then you just get booted off.
My kids are older.
Really, that's 2020 and it's 2021, so...
Yeah. You know, kids are...
Normal English? No, I don't try and speak these, unemployed teenager English.
Wow. Wow.
Game is from like 2016.
Yeah.
Come on, grown up talk.
Yeah, I don't.
I have a 14 and a 16-year-old.
If they can't pay all their bills on their own, then I don't listen to their English. It needs to be proper English. Once they can speak or pay for all their shit themselves, and they can speak whatever language they want.
No.
I'll let you explain that to me after the raid, I guess, because I don't understand what you're asking me.
I still pay for their insurance? No.
Yeah, I turned 18. My parents were like, "Good luck, have fun." Oh, you don't have car insurance? Well, you're either gonna get arrested or your license.
I'm talking about their health insurance. God knows they need. Kat, what do you think? My kids still need their health insurance when they turn 26?
No.
That's the new cutoff now. It's 26.
Yeah, when I was a kid, it was
21 unless you're going to college. Well, 21 if you're going to college.
Actually, you would go across, not down. That's, yeah. So we're talking about this knockback thing. So warriors can basically stay in a position and just charge the boss right back down.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Like, the only way I could get around that is if I jumped down as TH or... really, that's the only other person that can do it other than a warrior or a druid.
That's part of the reason why I made him switch on normal, because it makes it so the boss does not move ever for that stuff. Although again, that last one, it didn't rise me as high, and I couldn't charge down to him, which is weird.
Spam it. Spam it on the way up.
No, I mean, it wasn't,
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It made it so I was too close to him, so I couldn't charge because I wasn't in the min-max range.
You can still leap down on top of him, right?
No, the min
Not really.
leap is 8 yards, same with the charge.
Yeah.
Like, even if I get thrown away from him, I still don't even get thrown more than 8 yards away from him when I get that. It's stupid.
I'm just wherever he plants my ass. I'm usually up against the wall on the second one. There's really like nothing I can do about it.
It's just he's shading your ass.
Yes.
That's because that's my job to have you against the wall.
Whoa.
Wow.
Feel so violated. Do it again. Do it again.
Lest they
That was messy.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess your sins, lest they curse.
I wonder if I can transcend down.
You're bubbling yourself?
No.
So that way you don't even get lifted?
Damage.
I lose aggro. Turn it the raid.
Yeah.
I was wondering when he was going to teleport.
He teleports after he finishes cast.
Dead people.
Does he just lift people to random heights? That's so.
Blood Crisis 5.
It was not taking time to this.
Oh, right.
Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay.
So you did it.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, so.
Did we both use Rallying Cry?
When you hear me call it out, that means I'm doing it. When you hear them call it out, that means that you need to do it.
I didn't know who said it, so I'm like, okay. And then it slowly dawned on me.
Does rolling something stacks?
No.
It just extends time to the max amount, which is 8 seconds.
Yeah.
You won't.
It worked out. Only 3 people died that time.
Woohoo! Everybody made it.
Kind of.
Well, I mean, nobody.
Or you mean the walk?
Yeah.
Your boss. I hear Rallying
Got it.
Cry. I did
Right
Rallying
GPS
Cry.
to the left.
I cut you down.
Base.
God, it's basically not that bad.
Watch your feet.
Scream for me.
Add on the right.
I timed not bad. I thought we were gonna move faster, not.
Going back through, we still got a
Impales
net
to
up.
the edge. And then go back to the portal after your impales down.
Where are those red puddles from? Impale?
Yeah, that's the impale.
Okay.
Watch the lines.
Full point.
We got a net up then, Rain.
Impales to the edge.
Alrighty, grab him.
Down to the other side.
Ad's still up.
Come back, man.
Now we got ads on both sides.
Yeah, we're behind DPS.
I'm not gonna take that. That doesn't reset him anymore. You're screwed.
That's one yet.
So did we see Impale come out?
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, you got a red arrow on your head.
And then there's red arrows on the floor too.
I guess I couldn't see it from like dead perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh?
Yeah, he said he had to go.
Oh.
You gotta clean up those night hunters, and it'll be a lot easier.
The first phase you mean?
Yeah.
I noticed that I don't know if we have enough range DPS. Because we did have 2 range DPS dead going into phase 2. But like by the time you killed the one first range DPS, the 2 melee spots are dead.
So, if you have any way to get over there as a melee, you will get pulled back across once he does that whole cave in and we have to go through the mirror.
You mean hand of destruction?
Yeah. So if you heroically go over there, you'll get pulled back.
I think Paladin can technically make a jump at a certain part if you're using Divine Steed, but it's very, very sketchy. Not worth the risk.
And
I'm fucking no. I'm wearing a plate and my ass is heavy. No.
Exactly. But I could have sworn I almost made the jump once.
Gravity doesn't change if you're wearing heavy armor, man.
It should.
It's like saying your tires are harder to pick up when they're full of air.
Plate classes should not be able to jump.
Especially when you can jump over gnomes.
Yeah.
With 65 pounds of air in my tires, it's too heavy.
And gnomes and goblins should not be allowed to wear plate. Their warriors should be forced to wear leather.
At one point, that was true. Actually, it was male.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's been also several times that it's been like 1 or 2 people soaking a line. That's not gonna cut it. If there's not enough people soaking a line, after the Night Hunter hits, it does a big AoE on the raid. And that's what's giving the healers extra trouble. People need to stop what they're doing, get on the lines. It'll make everything a lot easier.
I'm gonna transcend down on top of where we're tanking him and see if I can negate that.
Okay.
That's my plan, and hopefully increase DPS on that, maybe.
What was that?
A little giggle.
Alright, so if I say something like lines, is that going to be clear to everybody to just go stand on a line?
Oh, I thought it meant
And you want to try to stand on the worst line. Don't stand on the easiest line. Stand on the line that's all fucked up off to the side that's way too far away and you can't reach it.
So kill.
And that's not the people's fault for putting it there. It's that the damn hunters spawn too far off to the side, so they go to the wall, but they're nowhere near the raid because there's no other way to fix it. Because that's what's happened. I'm seeing is that, when somebody's dying, it's because only 2 people are getting on a line because the line is way over here, and it's not the person's fault at the wall. It's the hunter's fault for spawning too far off to the side. That's I'm trying to emphasize
Do you
that. So
think it might be? Sorry, continue.
No, I got nothing else.
Do you think it might be easier to just crisscross the lines, and then it's up to people to be responsible for not standing in the crisscross and killing themselves? Because I feel like when we were doing a worse job of keeping them crisscrossed on those earlier runs, we were having less of a problem with people actually standing on the lines. There was like, I felt like people didn't die to the actual Night Watcher very often.
Wait, if people are stacking in the 2 points behind the boss, in front of the boss, they shouldn't be running to the far point of this shit over here. Like, you shouldn't be running it here. You should be running it. You should be running it. You know, if everybody's. I don't understand what's so hard.
We have seen Night Hunters spawn like where I'm at, way over here.
Okay, that's fine.
And then that person goes and stands right here as they're instructed to do.
Why would they?
Now that line is just it's shit because the boss is being taken over here.
Why are they instructed to go here?
Where else would they go?
If everybody's
they're running
stacking
straight to the wall,
straight
is where
back,
they're going.
basically.
Yeah, they're running straight to the wall is what they're doing, and we're still getting that situation.
Yes. See, so the Night Hunter, I'm gonna do it right.
It's better. I mean, I don't think it's just something we're gonna have to keep doing over and over again to get it down.
This is what we're saying, is that Night Hunter spawns a green, so person runs to star. They're at the wall like they're told to do, but now that line is way away from the boss.
Yeah, what I see is
summon.
And if we did purposefully cross them,
Because the thing is, like,
at the same time. So the AOE ads that we have come out, and then the hunters come out. So I'm doing two things at the same time, trying to target, the AOE priority ads, and then find a line to stand in. That's that from a person that has to get in the line. That's my confusing part, right? Is I have to make a decision on